You gonna jump? Yeah. Good job, baby. Good job. Good job. Jump for me, huh? You like jumping for me? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There y'all go. Yep. One more. Little one. Uh-oh, most of it came out. All right, so now we got to figure out what's going on with their water bucket. I'll check into it. I had popped the breaker on it, but we got it set up. Hey, this boy was frozen solid. Look at that. Frozen solid. Okay, maybe not ugly. But it had ice on the top and they couldn't get through to it. All right. There go the babies looking for some water and there ain't nothing in there. Let's give them this food right quick. Then we'll pour it off. Looks like water has sat inside of there now. We gotta figure that out. Let's go ahead and give them some water. Got water. Let's check for some eggs, which I see one. One, two. Looks like it's just 2 eggs, but there looked like a couple were in here last night, so they're doing good. All right, we got 2 eggs this morning, which is another good morning, and my babies got them some fresh water now, so I know they happy. Yeah, that water was frozen. Y'all couldn't get to it, huh? He's just pushing her out the way. Yep. Now they got fresh water. They'll be good to go. All right, let's get out here on this hike. 2 eggs. Start off the week. We got 2. I don't know how many. I didn't count last week's eggs, but I think I got at least 18, I'd say. I'll double check. Oh yeah, let's check on this bamboo right quick. Then we can get out on this hike. The bamboo. I don't see it doing anything now because it's so cold. No more growth coming out here. As soon as I see something coming out the ground, that's when I'll let y'all know. Right now, the bamboo's not doing anything. It's pretty cold out this morning, y'all. All right, let's get out here on this hike. Oh yeah. Hey, good morning, y'all.
Good morning, Shaw.
Another beautiful morning. Hey, it's cold out this morning, but it's still nice out. And listen to how the creek flowing. It sounds good. Hey, this year, it's starting off pretty good. Oh yeah. I'm saying I got a good rolling start into the new year. And now for the first time ever, y'all, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I zero balanced my budget for the first time ever. I know people thinking like, how have you never done that before? Hey, if you own your own business, it's hard to have a budget that's like legit budget. Most people who own their own business, especially in the beginning, until they can get somebody in to really help them out, I feel like you don't know what you need yet. You don't know what things you're gonna need. It just, a lot of stuff catches you off guard. Hey, this year, I'm saying, I feel like I finally have a good enough understanding. And it took years. This ain't just, oh, you just not doing it. What I'm saying is, it took years to come up with a budget that actually worked. A lot of times you end up counting money before you get it. And what I'm saying is, I had to factor in money. I guess what I'm saying is, I had to run my averages over a year or two. More than that, I would say. I don't know. I'm just happy that I finally feel like I did it. And I know I'm gonna be able to maintain this budget because it's not one that's like making me overreach. Now, I had to do some craziness because I don't know how I'm able to do some things. I can't see where it comes from. And I've been trying to track it. And now what I'm saying is I'm tracking everything. I don't know what I'm talking to y'all about this morning. Basically, my budget should be on point for this year. It's going to be definitely better than last year. And I'm saying with the amount of things I was able to get done with how I had my budget set up last year, I feel like this year I'm gonna be able almost to double what I accomplished last year. And if that's the case, then we'll be good by the end of this year. We'll be talking about something different. And once we get to the other side of that, I feel like we'll be talking about how we're gonna be getting better in life, y'all. Right now, I'm just talking about how I'm cleaning up all the mistakes I made in the past. Because I feel like a lot of it was mistakes, especially financially. Ooh. I thought I was doing what was best, but then I realized it just keep trapping me out. Others people's money is not the way to go. That's my opinion. But people tell me differently all the time. And hey, I'm happy for you. But when I look at the statistics of people who make over $100,000 and still live paycheck to paycheck, I pass. It ain't worth it. I think once you get the high numbers, the stress level changes. That's how I feel. It means you have to go and do something. And I hate for life to dictate something to me. I've been through that way too much. Hey, I don't know, this morning, I'm recovering from yesterday. I didn't come out here yesterday. I was sick. I didn't want to get up yesterday. Oh, man. Today, I feel like a person who didn't eat nothing yesterday. And I pretty much didn't eat nothing yesterday. I don't know what was going on with me. I should go get another COVID test. I think I'll do that today. Because I mean not to go yesterday. But I feel pretty good today. It makes me wonder. And see, that's the thing. With the way it is today, it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. You can never tell. When people are talking about a new strand and all these different things, and it's just like, man, is this what we're gonna have to do every year? Every time you get sick, go get a COVID test. And that's the thing. I feel like yesterday don't know. I don't know what was wrong with me, but I didn't feel bad. I just didn't feel like eating anything. But I kept checking to make sure my smell, I'm like, please tell me I can taste. Please tell me I can smell. And I could. So I was like, okay. But I'll still go get a test today. Man, I hate this. This is the one thing I feel like COVID has made life worse for. Definitely. If you're in an industry where you got to work around people, you got to think about them. You can't just think about yourself. Yeah, nobody want to take 2 weeks off, but man, I'd rather do that than get a bunch of people sick. Heck, then now I'll be taking 2 weeks off. Shoot. I don't know. I respect that my clients come and tell me when they're not feeling well. And they don't come. Hey, that's one of the things I had to factor into my budget. One thing that I didn't factor into my budget though, is me being gone for 2 weeks. But it don't matter. It's factored in. I don't know. I listen to a lot of people, and that's what I did yesterday all day. Shoot. Listen to people talk about, oh, this is an interesting guy. It's, I don't remember their name, but they basically have like gender conversations, like, I mean, dating wise, for male, females that want to date to marriage, that type. And it's funny because you can sit there and you can listen to them argue or discuss or however you want to call it, and it's like they're both arguing their point of view. So it's a panel of 3 men and a panel of 3 women, and they're basically blaming each other for not understanding the other. And I can sit there and listen to them and understand both sides of them, because it's like, I don't know. I think, whoa, I think this is a whole lot deeper than normal. What's up with that? Wow. That's crazy. And you can tell, because look, there go the roots. These are all roots that came up out the ground, so that is clearly deeper than normal. Man. This water did some damage there. Oh, what was I talking about? It was like, isn't that the one fact that we really do know? That men and women are different? We think different. Clearly, about everything. And it's kind of like polar opposites. I mean, just listening to them discuss things, it's like you can listen to one and be like, oh, she made a valid point. Then you listen to the guy and be like, oh yeah, that's a valid point. And I guess what I'm saying is, everybody's speaking valid points, they just speaking from their point of view. I spent all day sitting and watching stuff like that because I had nowhere to go. You know, I had to sit there and listen to that all day. But it's good because I like hearing how people think. I do. Oh my goodness, there's so many. I mean, when they have reasonable people on panels, when they have people like that don't have any regard for, I don't know how I want to say how it goes, but they be having some crazy people on these panels as well. And I be feeling like that's not the typical person that you're talking to right there. That's the extremes in one direction or the other. It's easy to find extremes. Wait. The one-offs. It's easy to find them in some things because they'll all be similarly together somewhere. I don't know how to word that any differently, but I'm saying, here we go. It's a type of bird in the world that's a one-off. You never hardly see it in other places of the world. But if you go to where they're common, you'll be able to see them all the time in flocks. That's what I mean. So it's easy to find one-offs and things like that because it's not hard to find the one-off. One-offs are always going to be congregating where, I don't know, whatever it is. I don't know. I guess what I'm saying is, even people who are religious, they get together. They be the one-offs. And I hope I worded that correctly. Yep. Missed church yesterday, yeah. There's a lot of footprints out here this morning. It looked like mainly dog and deer. But it's cold this morning. Excuse me. Yep. But this is what I feel. Like, oh, is that ice? It's a big chunk. It's looking good out here. What happened out here? Same thing. The rocks got pushed around. Hey, that mean that water be moving pretty good. Because it was pretty destructive out here. Yeah. Well, I tell you, when water wants to, it have its way, don't it? It has its way. It'll make something move out its way. When it's ready to get through, it ain't nothing you can do. That is so true. Even when the water ain't even blue. Man, water gets things done. Same as fire. And wind. Heck, even earth. Especially when it combined with all of those. It gets something done. Even when they're combined with fire, what you think pottery is. Yep. Hey, it look good out here this morning. Oh yeah. More water than normal. Definitely makes the creek look a little bit wider. And it looks so clean out here, like the water didn't carry away all the trash. This is the best thing to me. Instead of walking around and just finding a whole bunch of trash, today is one of those days where it's like the water looks clean and fresh. Yeah, I wouldn't drink it, like straight out of it, but today looked like one of those days where you could. I wouldn't. But with the way it's moving and how clear it looks, yep, I like it. This morning is one of them crisp mornings. I don't know how to explain it. It's a very crisp morning. Feels good. The air smells fresh. My fingertips are cold. And I done had my hood on the whole time, which I hate walking around with a hood on. I don't think you can hear things good. But when you have a hood on, it kind of blocks sounds coming from behind you and a little bit to the side of you. But everything that's coming from straight in front of you, it feels like it makes it somewhat louder, like it funnels it to your ears. But when you're cold, you do what you have to. And I feel like I'm pretty good. I can tell I wasn't out here yesterday. And that's crazy. But I feel a little different. I feel like my thoughts are a little off. My sleep pattern got all messed up yesterday. Heck, I ain't even watched the Bengals game. I fell asleep. I was asleep through the Bengals game. Even though they won. And now they are champs. So, congratulations to them. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like they always thought they could. And I'm saying, once I felt like they could, it wasn't nothing they couldn't do. They overcame a lot this year, and even more from last year. Hey, that young man, even after a broken leg last year, look, if his leg wouldn't have got broke last year, he might have put on the show. Hey, congratulations to him. Much respect. They knew they could, so they did. Let's see how much further they can take it. Hey, your boys feel like they can make it. They can do anything they want to. They just got to believe in themselves. Finally, a team who ain't worried about how the people feel about them. They doing what they supposed to do. I love it. Hey, get the job done. Much respect. Oh, yeah. Hey, so I was going to say, what I was watching about that, I was talking about the masculinity and femininity roles. I feel like I be talking about balance. I feel, I don't know, when it comes to relationships, I feel like it's the man's responsibility. I figure if more men took it on themselves to feel like they were responsible, I guess what I'm saying is, I can't stand watching a panel, even with all this stuff they talk about equal rights for women and, you know, whatever it is, feminists. I don't know, and excuse me if I'm saying it wrong. I feel like if you want to be viewed as a leader, you take the hit on the chin every time a hit needs to be taken. That's facts. Period. If you ain't willing to sit there and take the hit on the chin for whatever it is that is about to happen, you step back because you are therefore secondary. What I'm saying is, if that's not you in your relationship, I don't know, excuse me for saying that, but I watched way too much of that last night, I guess. I'm saying, if you blame somebody other than you for the problems in your life, you get where I'm coming from. It's your life. They're your problems. And forgive me for saying that, but I believe that I don't want to make it seem like masculine and feminine are like good and bad. They're not good and evil. They're different. I don't know. I just didn't like the panel because it seemed like the guys, which I get what they're saying, but you don't point the finger, you lead. And that kind of bothered me a little bit because I'm saying, you don't ask for somebody to give you leadership. You take charge and then you lead. I guess what I'm saying is, if you're sitting and negotiating who leading and you want to be the leader, then you're in the wrong place. Or you ain't up to knowing what it looks like to really lead, which still puts you in the wrong place. People want to be leaders all the time that aren't. And what happens is, then life ends up controlling them. Yeah. You think you're a leader, and then you don't plan everything out, and then you go marching in, and then you find out you wasn't prepared enough. That's why they got all these superhero movies. The superhero come in and save the day, and half of them don't even be prepared enough. Nowadays, they all got to get help too. Ain't that funny? Oh yeah, how the subject changed. When I was a kid, superhero came in and saved the day. Went home like the man. I'm like, yeah, buddy, that's what I know. Thank you. But then, all of a sudden, it all changed. And it was like, hey, I can't do this by myself anymore. Now, every superhero movie, they're bringing in a whole bunch of other superstars. Oh my goodness. Yep, let's get the job done. But, I don't know where I was going with All I'm saying is, I feel like harmony is found where all the things that are supposed to be there are there in balance. In balance. And those panels that I was seeing yesterday, I don't feel like anybody on there or on their panels are really balanced. They're speaking from their point of view and their point of view only, but they're trying to make it seem like they're speaking for everybody, and they're not. And that's what's crazy, is because there's so many panels out there. I guess what I'm saying is, the one-off is what gets the most attention. It's the extremes in either direction that get all the attention, which makes those in the middle of the world who are trying to be natural and trying to be just like reasonable about life, we seem like we're weird. Especially with social media. Social media got us so the person who will go to the furthest extreme in either direction gets famous overnight. And so all this happening is the people who are in the middle, who are comfortable and feeling good, they're starting to look at the outside world like, man, maybe I should just go take some chances. And then what happens is, I don't know, the world just gonna spin more and more out of control. Whew, hope not. I don't know. I don't know why I came out here thinking about this all morning, other than the fact that I saw that all night. I just feel like we should be working towards harmony in everything. If you have to sit around and fight, fuss, or hurt each other by any means, whatever it is, the tit for tat, I'm saying it's best not to be in that situation. Like, balance to me is not finding somebody and making them who you want them to be. Balance is finding somebody and accepting them for who they are. That's what balance would look more like. It's easier for them to be who they are than to be who you change them into. Oh my goodness. That's a fact. I don't know where I was going with that. Anybody who feels like they have to tell somebody how to be what you want them to be, I don't know, because that could go two ways. And I ain't going two ways with that today because we're at the end of this video. Yep, I got some things I got to do. Especially, I'm going to take a test today because I still would like to know. I can't stand this, though. I do not want to go back to that place. All right, y'all. Much respect, much love. I don't know where I was going with what I was going with today, but it's what I was thinking, so I went with it. Hey, y'all do with it what y'all feel like. It's your boy, and I'm out.